Hi everybody. So welcome to this game between FIDE Master Moncho Petkov against International Master Semen Kalin. This game was really nice because there was a Rook Sacrifice and followed by a crushing mating attack. And it came from a position that I didn't expect. So the game was Nimzo Indian. So that comes about from d4 d5, d4 knight f6 e6 and bishop b4. So this is the Nimzo Indian. And white chose bishop d2, which is a very solid line. And from this opening, you can't expect black to just checkmate the guy by sacrificing a rook. Alright, so here knight f3 was split. And I think black went c5 here, right? And in this position, I think e3 is the normal move. But white went a3 here. So bishop takes and bishop takes. And in this position, white has the bishop pair. And in return, black didn't actually manage to destroy his pawn structure. So in this position, black went knight e4. So at least if he wants to, he can get rid of this bishop and negate white's 2 bishop advantage. And again, he went e3, went g3, rook c1. Okay, he doesn't want to allow black to destroy the structure, right? So he can capture back with the rook. If let's say g3, if let's say g3, you can actually have this option of destroying the structure. And this is a very good version of whatever version this is. Because he has the bad bishop, and you have no weaknesses, and also you have the better bishop, and this pawn is weak. And the other reason is that normally the bishop would rather be on this diagonal, not on g2, because you want to, for example, let's say knight c6, okay, for example e3, knight c6, you would rather have the bishop on let's say d3, so that he can attack the king and also keep this pawn defended. So in this position, g3 is like it's quite a sad move to make. So he much rather have the pawn on g2. So that's why he went rook c1. And here d6, g3. And here, alright, in this position, most players would play knight d7 or knight c6. It's a very natural move, right? But the question to ask yourself is, where should this bishop be? Right, this is the piece that you need to develop first. Your knight, there's nothing that white can do to stop your knight coming here. So you need to figure out where do you want to put this bishop. And I think it's best on this diagonal, where it's going to challenge the bishop on g2, and also it's going to be controlling both center squares. And that's why black went b6. You can't play like, let's say if you go knight c6 here, you need to take care that he might be able to play d5 with tempo and unleashing this bishop. And if you play, like, for example, knight d7, he goes bishop g2, you go b6. This is, I think, a bit troublesome. I think, for example, knight d2 could be a problem. Maybe not, right? But I think you have to take care of these threats. Right, so takes, and this isn't so nice for you. You need to waste time with rook b8 here. So it was much better to play b6 immediately, and after bishop g2, bishop b7, and you don't have any problems here. Right, knight d2 is in fact a mistake here, because knight c3 just wins the bishop, because you're attacking the queen and the bishop. So this is like a double attack or discover attack. So in the game, bishop b7, castling, I think, yes. And here I think the normal move is knight d7, followed by, let's say, knight d7, queen e7. But okay, in the game, Semen played queen e7, rook e1, and then now knight d7. So I guess it transposes. And in this position, I like black's position. It's not too bad. I mean, in return for giving up the bishop pair, he has a strong knight, he has better development, he has a solid structure. Also, the center is relatively closed. The other good thing is that he can take this bishop at any moment. And in this position, he's definitely not worse. So I was very surprised when white played h4 here. This is crazy. I mean, he plays h4 before he finishes development. I mean, his queen is still underdeveloped. And he plays h4 trying to, I don't know, create some weaknesses. But I think h4 was more like he created the weakness for himself. In this position, Semen played h6. Okay, a funny looking move. But okay, I'm assuming Title Tuesday is, normally it's a blitz event. So here he went queen d3, developing the queen. And now he went f5. So I think this was a very nice move. Just controlling e4 even more. And he went knight d2 here. The d5 here and now e5. Getting more space in the center, and now knight d2. Alright, in this position, so white is attacking your knight 3 times, You're only defending it once. So you can either go back, which is ridiculous, I think. You shouldn't waste time. So in this position, should you take the bishop or the knight? I think I gave some clues as to which piece to capture throughout this video. Yeah, so in the game, he actually took the bishop. Alright. He get rid of white's 2 bishop advantage. And in this position, now what is white's idea here? What is white's idea here? His idea is to play e4. Right, so this is a bit of it's always good to ask yourself, what is my opponent planning to do? And I think he's gonna play e4. So in this position, black decided to play e4 to stop it. There's a few good things about e4 here. Firstly, it prevents the knight coming to the center, number 1. Number 2, it stops e4. Number 3, it allows you to activate your knight on e5. This is a very nice square for your knight on e5. And also you can threaten e3 and f4 in some lines. Right, so here, white, I think he went to knight f1 or something. Yeah, bishop h3, okay. Rook e8. He brings everybody here. Alright, so you see the comment here. Know your strengths, right? Know your strengths. So in this position, which side is black stronger on? Right? Which side is he stronger on? Let's try and think about it a little bit. And if you cut the board in half, the king side and the queen side, it's pretty obvious to me that black is stronger on the king side. Now, why do I say that? So there's a few ways to look at it. The one way is to look at which side you have more space. Right, so on this side, on the king side, black has more space due to this e4 pawn here. Meanwhile, white has more space on the queen side due to this d5 pawn. So that's number 1, you have more space. Number 2, look at your army. Right, so black has all his major pieces directed on this side. Right, he also has this f4 break that will basically open the f file and unleash the power of this rook. Also, his knight can come to e5, getting close to f3 and g4 squares. And this is very near the white king. The other thing is this pawn structure is blocking this bishop. So the only piece that's not really influencing the king side at the moment is your black bishop, which can maybe come to the king side via this way. At least to try to trade off this bishop. So black is a lot stronger on the king side here. Because there's more space, better pieces, and also the white king is a bit weaker because this pawn, it's much better if the pawn was here on h2. But with the pawn on h4, it's much easier for black to open the position up with g5 and f4. Right, so black knew that he's stronger on the king side and he just starts moving his pieces to that side. So let's see how he does it, right? He first started with rook a8, so knight f1, trying to bring pieces to defend the king. So here, knight e5 is the obvious move. You improve your pieces, bring them closer to the enemy king. Whoops. Here he went knight e3, so he's attacking this pawn. Basically just saying, okay, black, bring your bishop towards my king. Come and kill me. Right, so bishop c8 was split. Knight g2. Trying to stop f4. And now, with all your pieces facing the king side or at the king side, black says, let's go hunting. Let's go hunting for the white king. So g5 was split. Boom. Starts to attack. So from a quiet opening like the Nimzo, I mean, bishop d2 I think is known as the quiet line of the Nimzo. So it's really ironic that black is going to crush the white king now. So here takes, g4 is threatened to win the bishop. So knight e3 is forced, and here of course, what's the move we've all been waiting for? Of course f4 here, he breaks. When your pieces are more ready to fight, when your pieces are stronger, you want to open up the position so that your armies can clash. And the way to open up the position is using pawn breaks, right? Because when you use a pawn break, it's inevitable that pawns will be exchanged off. And when pawns are exchanged off, the position just gets more open. I mean, just imagine a position with all the 8 pawns. It'd be pretty close. So f4 is obvious here. He's attacking the bishop and the knight, so bishop takes c8 is more or less forced. Here he takes back first. Okay, this looks really nice. Because if let's say you're attacking the bishop and you're also threatening e takes f2 check, the problem is maybe he has bishop e6 check first in between move, and you can give the queen and he'll take here. And maybe this is also not too bad for black, but there's no reason to risk it. There's no reason to calculate this. Just take back the bishop and say, okay, you're attacking your knight. and I'm going to continue by attacking your king. So knight g2 was played, and now, of course, he says, let's go, let's break some more, f3. Knight e3, and this pawn starts to create a mating net around the white king. So what will you do here as black? Right, all your people are near the king, you have a deadly pawn here, his queen is sort of cut off, and of course his rooks are useless. So here black went queen h7, eyeing the h3 square, that's number one. And also there's one idea. The idea is perhaps king g7 and rook h8 going for mate, right? Going for mate. So in this position, he went queen c2, right? Trying to eye this e4 pawn, and also maybe in some cases he might be able to defend along the second rank. If let's say by some miracle white manages to push the f pawn. Here actually the best move is to play king g7 and rook h8 according to the computer. But I think e takes f takes e2 is very human. You just take this pawn and bring your knight in. I mean, I think this is really human. And if for example rook e2, this is a knight check followed by queen h1 is mate. Right, so he can't take. So the good move here is actually king g2. Alright? Stopping any knight f3 and check and queen h2. If knight f3 now, he'll just play rook h1, defending himself. Right? So now in this position, black to play, and how do you just kill this king? How do you just crush white's position? You guys can pause the video and have a think. Yeah, so I'll give you 5 seconds to pause, and after that I'll start. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. In this position, black says let's go and let's just destroy you. He went rook takes f2. A brilliant move. Just checking the king and destroying the f2 pawn. And after king takes, which is forced because after king g1, this is just queen h2 is just a mate. So he took, and of course here he brings the queen. So let's bring the queen into the house, attack this king. Only move is knight here. So the queen is very powerful, the knight is there. Let's bring the other piece that's not in the party. So rook f8 came and to join the party. King takes, and now of course queen takes f2, queen takes g2 check. King here, or only move, right? Only move. King here, I think, I mean, there's many ways to win. Probably just queen f3 is good enough. Maybe even just rook f2 is good enough. Yeah. Here and then check. You win the queen. Minimum you win the queen. So he went king d1, and here, right? Let's bring everybody to join the party. Let's enter white's house. So of course rook f2 was played here, going to the second rank. And even though white is up in exchange, I mean this rook on c1 is not doing much. So queen c3 was split, and now he brings the knight into the game. Knight d3 is the best move, but knight f3 looks nicer because you just want to kill this king. Here he went rook c2, and black just traded off into a winning endgame. And I expected white to just resign, because I mean this was just crushing, right? But knight d3. Maybe white was just hoping for a stalemate beyond hope, right? Hoping beyond hope. So king f7 was split, king e3, takes, I mean king f6, king takes, and now knight to c1, b4, knight here, b5, and here black says, okay, you don't want to resign, I'm just gonna give you some chance. So he gave a check, right? He says, okay, I'm gonna give you my entire army, all my pieces are dead now. I'm just gonna win the pawn endgame. And I think the finish was very nice. So here he went king e4, king c3, takes the pawn. Of course this is winning, right? Of course this is winning. I don't know why white is trying to continue. Maybe he's hoping for king a4, and somehow if black puts the king here, then it's a stalemate. So I guess he was hoping for this. Or else I can't explain why he didn't resign. And I also can't explain, I also don't have another reason why he just kept playing king b3, king a4 non-stop. Right, so this is what he did. Hoping beyond hope. And now he decides to go for counterplay. He's like, yes, I want to go for the a7 pawn. But it came a little bit too late. So c4, now black says, okay, you don't want to resign, then you make a new queen. Check, king a6. And here, obviously without this pawn here on a3, it's a stalemate. But white decided to hope beyond hope. And of course here, the finishing blow was queen a3, checkmate. So this was, I think, a really nice game. Right? Black knew where he was stronger at. He knew his strengths. He was on the king side. He just brought everybody there, and then he finished off with a powerful rook sacrifice. Rook takes f2 check, and the game was over after that. Pretty ironic from a game that came from an opening called Nimzo Indian The Quiet Line. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please share it or please subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.